Ragazzi Luxury Lotion isn't healing your cracked hands. It is a meticulously engineered biological betrayal, actively destroying your skin. Expose the cosmetic industry's darkest secret and discover the miraculous kitchen cure that will permanently rebuild your shattered cellular wall by the very end of this video. Look down at your hands right now and truly examine them. If you have been silently battling the agonizing, winter-crushed landscape of cracked, bleeding skin, you might think you are merely suffering from the harsh weather, bad genetics, or simple bad luck. You are absolutely wrong. Every time you wince as a microfissure splits open just from buttoning your shirt, every time a stinging pain shoots through your knuckles as you turn a doorknob, you are actually experiencing the late stages of a meticulously engineered biological betrayal. You have been sold a beautiful, exquisitely scented lie, wrapped in luxury packaging that is quietly draining your bank account while systematically suffocating your skin. Canada Senior Health Guide 04 warmly welcomes you to a revelation that the multi-billion-dollar cosmetic industry desperately hopes you never discover. If you are tired of empty promises and want to uncover the hidden biological truths of your own body, please hit that subscribe button right now to support our channel, giving us the immense motivation to continue bringing you these vital, life-changing medical insights. In my 30 years of clinical practice, the sheer volume of silent, crushing despair I have witnessed over this seemingly trivial affliction is heartbreaking. I will never forget the palpable shame radiating from a patient named Margaret. She sat trembling in my examination room, her hands buried deep inside the oversized sleeves of her wool sweater, terrified to expose the raw, sandpaper-like ruins of her own flesh. She wept as she described the excruciating, fiery agony of something as simple as washing a dish or shaking a stranger's hand. It was not just physical torture, it was a profound psychological weight that was eroding her spirit. She had poured thousands of dollars into an endless, desperate cycle of luxury lotions, chasing a miraculous cure in a jar, only to watch her hands age a terrifying 10 years faster than the rest of her body. Then there was James, a remarkably stoic farmer who forced a broken laugh as he told me he was considering growing a massive beard, praying the trapped moisture from his own breath might somehow thaw the frigid, chapped agony of his skin before the winter air hit it. Beneath his gentle humor, his eyes betrayed a very real, unrelenting physical suffering. I am not here today to peddle another useless, chemical-laden serum or advertise a fleeting cosmetic breakthrough. I am here to hand you a definitive, shocking diagnostic report on the living tissue you wear every day. We are about to plunge into a harsh, invisible reality, a cellular matrix that you are unknowingly destroying. But do not despair, because I promise to equip you with a natural, biologically profound, and incredibly inexpensive remedy crafted right in your own kitchen to heal your broken biology from its very foundation. To understand how to permanently rebuild your shattered skin, we must first expose exactly how the luxury products you trust have been systematically tearing it down. When you desperately slather on that expensive, beautifully fragrant hand cream, you experience a momentary, soothing relief that feels like a long-awaited drink of water for your parched hands. That feeling is an orchestrated deception. The vast majority of commercial lotions are heavily formulated with petroleum derivatives, mineral oils, and synthetic silicones. These ingredients do not penetrate, nourish, or heal your cellular matrix. They merely sit on top of the epidermis like an invisible, suffocating plastic glove. They create a superficial slickness that mimics hydration while actively trapping dead skin cells and preventing your skin from breathing. Worse still, These commercial formulas are heavily laden with synthetic humectants and harsh alcohols used as preservatives and quick-drying agents. In a humid environment, a humectant draws moisture from the air into your skin. But in the bitter, dry cold of winter, there is no moisture in the air to draw from. Consequently, these chemicals turn entirely cannibalistic. They bypass the dry surface and ruthlessly siphon the deep, foundational water reserves from your lower dermal layers, pulling it to the surface where it rapidly evaporates into the cold air. You are essentially paying top dollar to accelerate your own cellular dehydration. This is exactly why you feel an agonizingly tight, desperate need to reapply that lotion just an hour after you put it on. It is an engineered addiction, designed in a corporate boardroom to ensure you drain bottle after bottle, chasing a cure that the product itself is actively preventing. As a medical professional, I have read the biochemical breakdowns of these so-called luxury healing balms, and the reality makes my blood boil. The artificial fragrances, often protected under trade secret laws, so you never know the hundreds of volatile chemicals they contain, are highly irritating allergens that severely inflame already compromised tissue. Every time my patient Margaret applied her high-end creams, she was unknowingly pouring a highly reactive chemical cocktail directly into her microscopic open wounds. The burning sensation she felt wasn't the medicine working. It was her immune system screaming in distress as her body's natural lipid barrier was systematically dissolved. Stripping away these toxic corporate illusions forces us to confront the raw, microscopic reality of what is truly happening beneath the surface of your agonizing skin. We must look closely at a vital structure known as the stratum corneum, the outermost layer of your skin, which acts as the ultimate guardian between your internal biology and the hostile outside world. In a healthy human, you can imagine this layer as a beautifully constructed brick wall. The bricks are your skin cells, plump and resilient, and the mortar holding them tightly together is a rich, complex matrix of natural lipids, ceramides, and fatty acids. This lipid mortar is what keeps vital hydration locked inside and keeps invasive environmental pathogens out. But when winter strikes, combining brutally cold air outside with aggressively dry, heated air inside, this delicate lipid matrix is placed under extraordinary siege. Without the proper biological reinforcement, the mortar begins to shrink, dry out, and ultimately disintegrate. The structural integrity of your skin's fortress collapses. This is when the microfissures begin to form. At first, they are invisible to the naked eye, but your nervous system registers them immediately. The raw, stinging pain you feel when you squeeze a lemon, wash your hands, or step out into the freezing wind occurs because your nerve endings are now completely exposed to the elements. Without the protective lipid barrier, external irritants plunge directly into the deeper, sensitive layers of your dermis, triggering a violent inflammatory response. Your body rushes blood and immune cells to the area, resulting in the angry red, swollen knuckles that feel hot to the touch, yet paradoxically stiff and freezing. The natural microbiome of your skin, the beneficial bacteria that act as your first line of immune defense, is wiped out by the drought, leaving you highly susceptible to low-grade bacterial and fungal infections that further delay any hope of healing. You are no longer just dealing with dry skin. You are enduring an active, chronic wound state. Understanding this microscopic battlefield is crucial because it fundamentally shifts our approach from blindly applying synthetic patches to intelligently regenerating the missing mortar of your cellular wall. Knowing that your skin's structural defense system is fundamentally shattered, we can finally abandon the pharmacy aisles and turn to a profound, biological rescue mission waiting right inside your kitchen. The true antidote to this suffering does not require a prescription, nor does it require you to spend your hard-earned money on empty luxury. It requires ingredients that speak the exact same biological language as your own cellular matrix. We are going to craft a deeply therapeutic, regenerative compound using 3 incredibly humble yet scientifically spectacular elements. The first is raw, unpasteurized honey. Do not underestimate this sticky substance. In the medical community, medical-grade honey is utilized in burn wards for its miraculous regenerative properties. Raw honey is a natural, intelligent humectant that contains naturally occurring enzymes, antioxidants, and a unique peptide called defensin 1. When applied to your broken hands, it gently draws essential hydration into the tissue while actively suppressing the destructive bacterial overgrowth lurking inside your microfissures. The second element is extra virgin olive oil, a substance revered for millennia, not just for nutrition, but for human survival. Extra virgin olive oil is densely packed with squalene, a lipid that is nearly identical in molecular structure to the natural sebum produced by your own skin. While synthetic lotions sit uselessly on the surface, the squalene in olive oil is instantly recognized by your skin's biology. It dives deep into the stratum corneum, rapidly filling the gaps in your disintegrated lipid wall and acting as the exact biological mortar your skin has been desperately begging for. Finally, we introduce the soothing anchor of our treatment: finely ground colloidal oatmeal. When you grind whole oats into a fine dust and suspend them in this mixture, you release highly active compounds called beta-glucans and avenanthramides. These natural anti-inflammatory agents work on a neurological level to rapidly calm the fiery, agonizing itch and significantly reduce the swelling around your joints. To create this remedy, you simply combine 1 tablespoon of raw honey, 1 tablespoon of high-quality extra virgin olive oil, and 2 tablespoons of ultra-fine oat dust. When you blend them together in a small bowl, they transform into a thick, golden, therapeutic paste. This is not a cosmetic lotion. It is a living, active biological patch. You have just bypassed the billion-dollar skincare industry and created a potent, barrier-repairing ointment that targets the absolute root cause of your physical suffering. Armed with this sacred biological trio, all that remains is executing the exact method of application to awaken your body's dormant, powerful ability to heal itself. Healing is not a passive event. It is an active, deeply personal partnership between you and your own biology. To begin this transformation, you must wait until the very end of your day, when your endless tasks are finished and your hands can finally rest. Wash your hands gently in lukewarm water, never hot, as hot water violently strips away whatever fragile lipids you have left, and pat them completely dry with a soft towel. Take a generous scoop of your golden paste and begin to massage it deeply into your skin. I want you to close your eyes and focus on the physical sensation. Work it slowly into the webbing between your fingers, rub it deliberately over the raw, cracked knuckles, and massage it into your rigid, peeling cuticles. You will almost instantly feel the avenanthramides from the oats wrapping your nerve endings in a cool, calming blanket, silencing the sting. Leave this biological mask on your hands for exactly 15 minutes, allowing the honey and squalene to penetrate the dermal layers. Afterward, rinse away only the physical grit of the oats with warm water, without using any soap, leaving a microscopic protective film of the oil and honey on your skin. Before you climb into bed, slip on a pair of simple, breathable cotton gloves. This creates a healing microclimate, trapping your body's natural heat and forcing the lipids to integrate with your cellular wall overnight. When you wake up and remove those gloves, the transformation will genuinely shock you. Patients like Margaret and James stared at their hands in absolute disbelief the very next morning. The angry, violent redness will be drastically subdued. The microscopic fissures will have begun to fuse back together, and the texture of your skin will feel startlingly soft, supple, and 10 years younger. You are no longer masking the damage. You are actively curing it. Reclaim your comfort. Reclaim your skin. And never let an industry profit off your silent suffering again. The journey to truly healing your shattered skin begins by rejecting the engineered deception of the commercial skincare industry. For years, luxury creams heavily laden with petroleum derivatives and synthetic humectants have tricked consumers by providing a superficial, suffocating slickness while actively siphoning deep moisture from the lower dermal layers. This creates a cannibalistic cycle of engineered addiction, leaving the skin's natural lipid barrier, the vital mortar holding your cellular wall together, compromised and broken. When this stratum corneum disintegrates, microfissures form, exposing sensitive nerve endings to brutal environmental elements and triggering chronic inflammation and bacterial vulnerabilities. However, true cellular regeneration does not reside in expensive chemical cocktails, but rather in a profound biological rescue mission found right in your pantry. By combining raw, unpasteurized honey, squalene-rich extra virgin olive oil, and finely ground colloidal oatmeal, you create a potent, living biological patch. These humble elements speak the exact language of your skin's biology, drawing in essential hydration, filling the gaps in your disintegrated lipid wall, and naturally calming fiery inflammation. When applied intentionally and sealed overnight with breathable cotton gloves, this therapeutic paste bypasses cosmetic illusions to target the root cause of your suffering. Ultimately, this approach proves that true healing is a partnership with your own biology, allowing you to permanently cure the damage, reclaim the soft, supple skin of your youth, and break free from corporate exploitation. True healing rarely comes from external, engineered quick fixes designed for profit. It comes from understanding and supporting your body's inherent biological design. The modern commercial world often profits by selling us synthetic solutions that mask our symptoms while actively worsening the root cause, trapping us in a relentless cycle of dependency. Genuine wellness is achieved when we strip away artificial illusions and return to natural, biologically compatible elements that empower the body to repair itself from the inside out. Stocks blindly trusting aggressive marketing and luxury price tags. Before applying any product to your body, whether it is skincare, medicine, or nutrition, take a moment to examine its ingredients and understand how it interacts with your fundamental biology. Shift your mindset from seeking superficial, temporary relief to prioritizing deep, structural healing. Start utilizing the simple, potent, natural ingredients already available in your kitchen. Finally, dedicate quiet time at the end of your day for intentional self-care, treating your healing process as a deliberate, respectful partnership with your body rather than a rushed daily chore. What is one natural remedy or ingredient from your kitchen that you have successfully used for your health or skincare? Please share your experiences and perspectives in the comments section below so our community can learn from one another. If you found this insight valuable, please subscribe to the channel to support our work and give us the motivation to keep producing more deep, life-changing content for you.